All right, welcome to step five, which is repeat. Now, this might be the most important of the five steps because this business is all about being consistency, and you have to understand that it is a numbers game. And as you probably saw from the first four steps, it's really not that hard. It's just a matter of learning simple skills, how to contact somebody, how to present, how to get your story in front of those. Being the messenger, not the message. Now, with the repeat process, I'll give you if you don't mind, I'm going to tell you a quick story. This will really stick into your head as to why it actually works. I went around. I was actually invited to a top money earners dinner, flown into this different place in the country with some of the best networkers in the world, and we sat down together and we had dinner for a couple days. And during one of the final days we were there, we had a big party, and I actually took it upon myself. I had a little notepad, and I said, you know what? Instead of me just walking around looking all cool, look at who I am, I thought, you know what? These are some great networkers. I'm going to find out what makes them tick. So I went and I came up with this one question. My question was, I would walk up to each one of these top moneyers and say this one question: what was the number one thing you would attribute to your success? And then as soon as they said the answer, I wrote it down. And the amazing thing was that without question, every single one of them, the number one thing they came back with wasn't what website they used, wasn't exactly how they said something, it wasn't what CD they used, what home meeting they did, what autoresponders. It had nothing to do with that. The collective answer that they all had in common, all of them had in common, was that they were consistent. It was consistency, and I thought that was remarkable. In fact, the number one guy that I talked to in that company, I said, hey, what was the number one thing you would attribute to your success? He looked right at me. He said, that's easy. I swing the bat as many times as I have to. Occasionally I get a hit. Every once in a while, I will hit one out of the park. I was like, man, that is $1 million phrase right there. I wrote that down. I never forgot it. Another big training I heard by a guy named Jim Rohn, icon in the industry. He talks about the law of averages, the batting averages. It's a great analogy of baseball in this business. Okay, you can dictate your success by the law of large numbers. And anytime you go through large numbers, a ratio will appear, meaning it's just like a batting average. A ratio is a batting average that if you talk to 10 people, you may get 2 or 3 to get in. And believe it or not, you can be an overwhelming loser in this industry and make an absolute fortune. And that's what I was like, man, I'm in. Okay, this is for me, because I might send 7 emails to people, or 10 emails. 7 of them aren't interested, but 3 of them join. That's a 300 batting average. And in baseball, you can make millions and millions of dollars by being an overwhelming loser if you think about it. And you don't have to. This isn't about getting everybody in that's the biggest networker you ever sign. You really don't have to sign a lot of top 1%ers to make a fortune in this industry. You just have to be consistent, and you have to teach consistency. Again, that's why I'm putting these videos together for you, so that you're going to see there's some simplicity to it. So probably the biggest thing is this final thing is the 5. It's you literally can dictate your success if you repeat those simple actions over a period of time. And let me give you another example. Believe it or not, if you only talk to 2 people a day, ask them if they were interested. If you could send them an email, and you took less than a minute out of your day to make 2 phone calls and get those people permission to send them an email. Believe it or not, out of over a 1-year period, just a 1-year period, if you were to talk to 2 people a day, real quick, minute at a time, this would give you at least a little over 700 people you would have talked to and sent emails to. And if you only had a 1 out of 10 success rate, 10% success rate, you would have personally enrolled over 70 people. 70 people. So, and most people in networking really, a lot of the 6-figure moneyers, even 7-figure moneyers, really only sponsor maybe as high as 20 to 50 people over years period, a couple years period of time. So that's what's so exciting about this. But I'm telling you, if you implement the 5 steps just like I showed you, you'll see very, very good success in it. And kind of one of the final things I want to leave you with the repeat process is, what happens when you do the same thing over and over and over again? Don't you get better at it, right? Well, that's exactly what's going to happen here. If you call people, you say, look, I don't know. You act like yourself. You just have a fun time. You do it, with fun, and you don't take it personal. You can't control who gets in, as I said before, and you will have success. So hopefully these 5 steps helped you. I got some other training tips I'm going to give you here in the next couple videos, but the 5 steps, if you focus on just those 5 steps, I'm telling you, you can have some significant success because the numbers will work for you. And I think you're going to like what I have to share with you on some other videos. So again, thanks for the 5 steps, and we'll see you at the top.